shot, and I said, just make sure I overcut this thing. Don't undercut it. Overcut it to the right, and I did. I whiffed it and hit over to the right, and I was able to put that ball on the green and two-putt.
Karen?
Tiger, you hadn't had the lead here on a Sunday since you won in 2005. When you had it today, was it like getting back on a bike? It was like you had never, gotten off, or what was that like? What was your comfort level?
It didn't feel unfamiliar because I had the lead at the Open Championship, so it's just two majors ago. So that would be something different if I didn't have the lead from 05 to now. But it was just last year in July that I had the lead, and so I just kept saying, I've been here. It wasn't that long ago. Just go ahead and just keep playing your game, keep plodding along, and keep doing all the little things correctly. Keep missing the ball in the correct spots. Be committed to it, even with the winds puffing up and down. Be committed to the shot and the shot shape, and I was.
Jeff.
Tiger, you appeared to exude extreme calm. Is that something you were sensing and aware of? And also, is that something attributable to the gum, and why gum this week?
Well, I'm chomping on this gum because I usually get so hungry. I keep eating so much, and it curbs my appetite a little bit, which is nice. Most of the time, most of the issues I have at tournaments, I lose so much weight, as you all know. And so I don't know if that's what it is, but what was the other question?
Calmness.
Calmness.
More than normal? Did you feel it?
I just felt so prepared coming into this event. This year, yeah, my finishes probably don't really reflect it, but I was starting to shape the golf ball the way that I know I can, which I needed for this week. And, prep for the Masters starts, 6 months ago. And so just trying to make sure that I get ready to peak for this 1 week. And I did. Everything came together this week, which was great. And I kept doing all the little things correctly. I missed the golf ball in the correct spots time and time again. And if I was out of position, so be it. Take my bogey and move on. I had no doubles this week. And, just kept, as I said, I just kept plodding along.
Anand?
Tiger, since your kids are growing up now, do they have a deeper appreciation of the work that you do? And second is, Joe and you had a conversation after 5. Just some insight into that.
Yeah, I think the kids are starting to understand, that how much this game means to me, and some of the things I've done in the game prior to this comeback. They only knew that golf caused me a lot of pain. If I tried to swing a club, I'd end up on the ground, and I struggled for years, and that's basically all they remember. Luckily that I've had the procedure where that's no longer the case, and I can do this again. And so, we're creating new memories for them, and it's just very special. The talk that Joey and I had off of 5, I think he just listened. And I was saying some things I can't really repeat here. And then I went into the restroom and proceeded to say the same things over and over to myself. And then I came out and I felt a lot better.
Robert.
Tiger, congratulations. 1 through 14, I know all majors are special to you, but 1 you usually you've focused on because of what it meant to you with your dad, and 14 obviously had significance too with Torrey Pines. Where do you put this one?
I mean, it's got to be right up there, right? With all the things that I've battled through, and just was able to be lucky enough and fortunate enough to be able to do this again. And it's ironic that I was given a chance to play golf again, and lo and behold, I win a tournament coming from behind, which I hadn't done for the first 14. And so it just amazing.
JC?
Tiger, my generation, we kids who grew up in the late 70s, the 80s, the 90s, had to hear it from our fathers about how great the 1986 Masters was with Jack Nicklaus in the crowds. Given what you remember from that tournament and that final round, maybe watching it on TV as a kid and now being in this arena, does this Masters enter into that conversation as a possible rivalry as to the best Masters final round?
I don't know if it is or not, but I can tell you that 86 meant a lot to me because that was the first memory that I have of the Masters. Seeing Jack celebrate a 4-iron into the green on 15 when he did that. I mean, I've never seen anyone celebrate an iron shot into a green before. And so that's the moment that stuck with me. And then I remember seeing him hug Jackie there at 18, how special that was. And then I remember, obviously Sevi made a mistake at 15 and Greg made a mistake at 18. So the 86, and he was 46 years old. I'm 43. We had little spells in between. I mean, he had, 6 years or so, I think, where he didn't win a major championship. And for me, it was 11 years. So in either case, and I think that's what everyone else is, that's for them to decide. It's special to me, especially to my friends and family. And I think that everyone out here who was here got a chance to witness something that was amazing, and just the competitive environment. I mean, everyone was playing well at the same time, and it could have gone so many different ways. Just happened to hang in there and persevere.
John.
Tiger, for those of us watching, 12 seemed to be the seminal moment. When Francesco's ball went in the water, did it change anything you were thinking? Was it always going to be over the bunker, center of the green?
That's all I was concentrating on. I had 47 over the first tongue in the bunker there. And so my number was hitting at 50, and just be committed to hitting at 50. There's a reason why I saw Brooksy ended up short. Polton ended up short as well. And so when I was up there in that tee box and it was about my turn to go, I could feel that wind puff up a little bit. And it had been something, I think Brooksy's stronger than I am, and he flights it better than I do. And so I'm sure he hit 9-iron and didn't make it. So I knew my 9-iron couldn't cover the flag. And so I had to play left. And I said, just be committed hitting over that tongue of that bunker. And let's just get out of here and let's go handle the par fives. And I did. And the mistake that Francesco made there led a lot of guys back into the tournament, myself included.
Kirk.
Yeah, Tiger, do you think Jack should be worried